Good afternoon. Out in the woods today, beautiful, sunny, testing out some saws. First up is the 70E Jonsereds. I have to admit that I was influenced in picking this up because of Bob and Walt. Bob was always talking about his 70E. I had a chance to pick one up in very, very good shape. It's the later model with the ignition mounted on the cylinder. Even has a chain brake on it. Guy only had a 16-inch bar on it. Luckily, the 24-inch bar that I had for the home light fits on good. Running a skip tooth, JGX chain, 8-pin sprocket. And as you can see in the video, it pulled itself well through that big piece of oak. Not a real high RPM saw. Definitely a torquey one. Next up today is the 625 2. 20-inch bar on it. Very, very nice runner. Next up would be the 2258 that I picked up last weekend. I'm kind of into my older saws, but I had a chance to buy this. It's like brand new, 2013 build date. Last of the professional Jonsereds to be made, so I figured I'd pick it up. It does run well, very light. It had a total super bar on it, and I decided to try out one of these Oregon VersaCut with the aluminum core. Knocks half of a pound off the saw weight. Next up is the old Craftsman / pull-on 3.7. This one has the wide rings in it. Good runner. Picked up from a guy at work. Needed carburetor work. Not the most powerful saw for 60 cc's. Runs good. Next is my 034 Super. One of my favorite saws. Very light for its time. Good power, high RPM. Little peaky though. We'll talk about power bands in a second. Last one up here today is the Dolmar 116 SI. I gotta say, the injection carburetor, I don't know why they still don't use that. Best starting saw that I got. Popped today, the first pull. Second pull, she's running. Yes, I got the flag taken off for the chain brake. They don't fit in the case otherwise. A shot of the old Stihl. I should get a Stihl lightweight bar for this. Weigh about the same as the 2258 then. Shot up the smaller end of the oak. About 18-19 inches. Yeah, this one's a really clean saw. Got the original case with it. There's my new one. They talk about hot start issues with these, and I can't believe that. Sometimes it doesn't like to start when it's warm. Takes a few pulls. The old 625 2 Johnny. Great running saw. I like it. Now a shot of the old 70E. Look at that, the paint's not even worn off the handle. But yeah, we could talk about power bands. The 70E, not a real high revving saw, but a broad, smooth power band on it. You can hear how it's pulling in a 24-inch piece of oak here. Even when you're leaning on her, it doesn't really bog down, even with the 8-pin sprocket. Impressive saw for its time. The 625, of course, that's the open port cylinder. Not quite the sheer peak horsepower, But another one with a fairly broad, smooth power band. And of course, the 2258, typical of new saws, very high RPM. Peaky though, gets bogged down quick if you start pushing on it at all. And you know, I'm used to my old big saws. I'm used to giving them some push on them. The Craftsman, well, yeah, the old pull-on, it's got smooth power, broad power band, just not a real lot of power. The 034 Super, definitely a high RPM, peaky saw, easy to get bogged down. If you have a light touch with it though, it really can pull. Cuts fast. Then on to the old Dolmar. The old Dolmar is just a brute for 60 cc's. Not the highest RPM, but a broad power band, good torque, and this thing just pulls. Look at the size of that muffler outlet on this thing. No need for muffler mods there. Just a rowdy old saw. Well, it's down to get some of the other saws up here.